Ed Turanchik.
It is a pleasure to be here. Before we're going to put this up a little. There we go. Before an intimate crowd. I want to introduce my son, John Turanchik, who's here. She's my campaign manager. He's on leave from Duke Law School. We know this neighborhood very well because we live right around the corner at the corner of Lois and Kennedy on Quental. My mom actually lived in this neighborhood for 4 years before she moved someplace before she passed away. And I know this neighborhood because before I was running for mayor, I had this competition with my daughter, a Fitbit competition. She lives in New York, so I always was losing, right? Because she was walking it. But I would walk down Cleveland to Westshore Mall, and my return route was either on North A or North B. And so and plus this is like our backyard. It's an incredibly unique neighborhood because it's got the interstate and the Westshore Mall, and it's very transitional. I think it's a fascinating neighborhood, and I'd be interested in your thoughts about coming up with an overlay district to kind of deal with the development that's happening here, because it's such a mixture of townhomes and some apartments and some old apartments and new apartments. And it's very special because you're so close to the business district and also so close to the interstate. So I'd be interested in hearing that discussion as we go. I think there are things that I would do straight away as mayor that I'd like you to know about. Number one, the voters did pass this big transportation tax. And I think the first thing we need to do is bond the revenues are available, do sidewalks and pave the streets and get on with that business. North A in particular has got a lot of potholes in it, and to fix that kind of stuff, right? As a lot of you know, that I have a very long history in pushing transit. We've had some good plans, we've had some really bad plans. And so the question is, how are we going to move forward? And I would tell you what I want to do right away, and some of you may have received in the mail, a thing called the GO plan. And it's borrowing from 30 years of my knowledge about transportation. And all these studies we've done, over 60 studies, over $50 million, have been spent time and time again. What do we do, right? So I think we need to get on with it. And I mean to provide visionary directed leadership. And the first project would be establishing what I call is the Midtown Line, which uses the corridor coming down Cass Street, up North Boulevard, down Main Street, back Howard Armenia, down Cypress to West Shore, to create a transit-proof, congestion-proof corridor that we can get going in 3 years. I know that sounds aggressive, but I know this business. I have a big law practice that I work with major clients from around the world and understand that you can do that. What that means for this neighborhood, in very real terms, is that you could walk up to Cypress and Lois and catch a tram, a 21st century tram, that would take you to the heart of Westshore or take you to downtown. Assuming we develop the CSX line, take you to USF or Port Tampa or South Tampa and connect this all together. And ultimately, that's the important thing to do, is to get going with transit solutions that are congestion proof, so we're not stuck in traffic. Around that, you start building affordable housing. When you have high quality transit, again, I've been an urban developer and have built affordable houses, so I understand the economics of this and what you have to do to have developers build affordable housing. We can build affordable housing around the fact that you have a high capacity transit system. So this neighborhood's really uniquely positioned to transform, if it wants to be a 21st century neighborhood with great sidewalks and bikeways connecting to great transit that connects us to, and you, to the rest of the city, which is great because it adds to the other cool things that are already happening. As you live here, you know that we have all these new restaurants coming in, which is absolutely a thrill. La Segunda has come in, the Metro Diner, a little donut shop. A lot of these pizzas are happening around Kennedy. We want to reinforce that, and again, hopefully add more transit to it. So mine is a vision of using transit as a tool to have communities move forward and develop in a way that works for walking on your feet. Two parts to my agenda: the GO plan and affordable housing that will work within the marketplace, that produces affordable housing that works for all of us, not tiny little homes just for low-income people, but homes that work for all of us. Third part is I think we need to create an innovation economy. And Topher's talked to James, and we've all talked about this, trying to encourage new startups for coming. And I have some pretty strong approaches to that and have strong support within the entrepreneurial economy because I would like to encourage investment. The fourth part of my platform and approach is a bit unique. I've been here for 30 years. I've seen the quality of public education decline. I've always been mystified that the mayor of Tampa has not taken a more active role in trying to help the quality of public education and being engaged and giving more opportunities for the kids in our schools, particularly school districts where the schools may not be A or B. So I pledge to be an education mayor and to engage in the discussion of lifting up the educational opportunities for all our kids. I'm pleased to have the endorsement of Tammy Schamberger and Lynn Gray on the school board because of that commitment. At the end of the day, the goal is to complete a complete city, to make a 21st century city that's complete. And when you're looking at us, I think it's important to look at and hear our words, but I think it's equally important to look at our works. Do we have a body of work that demonstrates a lifelong commitment to building a city? And do we have the skill sets to bring it into the mayor's office and achieve that? I hope upon looking at my record, you'll find that it's a record you can count on and that I have a vision that works. And I hope you'll give me your vote for Mayor of Tampa. Absentee ballots are out now. Election is on March 5th. And you can see more about my agenda at edformayor.com, and you can see the GO plan. You can go with Ed. You all heard that before. At tampa2020.com, because I think it is the perfect vision for our future. Thank you very much. We're looking forward to your questions, and I'd like to hear your ideas about how to make your community a better one. Thank you.